Gamer Ops bringing you some more Tales of Arise. Last time we left off, we met one of a being that is actually the same type as the Red Women that have been appearing, except instead of him attacking us, he actually aids us, and we find out a lot of shocking information about the history of Dana and whatnot. Not to mention, we actually got the shocking We got the shocking conclusion that both Renans and Danans are actually pretty much the same type of person. So, but yeah, that was a bit of shock. And we also got our ship fixed, so we're going to be able to now go to Rena and most likely be able to stop this crazy giant spirit from destroying the entire the planet, I guess you could say. So, anyway, let's take off and see what happens.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the Hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude, until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the great...
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
This is Rena.
This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate. Ever.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something. So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renis Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength. It's that it's sentient, too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up. Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renan rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renans, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off here!
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Fall into thine own calamity! I can do this all day!
Here I come! Sword! Light spear! Mirage!
Purge Malevolence!
Shockwave strike!
Freeze
Mega stop!
Air thrust!
Lightning thrust!
Elusive deity!
Lunarogo! Rising try this! Infernal torrent! Coming down! Severing blast! Here! Sword rain outlook! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Resonate with the earth!
Here I come! Not a chance! Crush!
Blood! Rending you bloody!
You're mine!
Negative gate!
Take this! We've turned the tables on her.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right. Another incantation.
Now!
Severing wind! Take this! Soaring light spear! Rising phoenix!
Lunar Thunder Field! By the power of water! Arctic Waterfall! In here!
You're mine! It's over!
Lightning!
Here I come! You're finished! Searing gale!
Illuminate the dark! Holy
I'm not done! There!
Healing circle!
Gate!
Raging storm!
Babe!
Here I come! You're finished! Dragon form! I'm ready!
Sion! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! Now let's victory! Frozen!
Hammer!
Yeah,
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Dahnan slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
I wonder what Helganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean... Wait,
You fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hootle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hootle!
Ow! Seriously, what the hell?
This won't be easy.
To march on.
Don't be such a pessimist.
Come and face me. Shield from calamity. Your resources will not serve you well here. Demon Fang! Double Take this! It's over! Raining Slap! Green bathed in blood. It's too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up. Sword Rain Alpha! Blow away!
In here!
Time to make Russia! You're mine! You're finished!
Where that came from?
Take this! You're finished! Take this! It's over! Here I come! It's over!
Demon
Man! No escape! Here I come! It's over! Here I come! It's over! Take this! It's over! Here I come! You're finished! Take it! You're finished! You're mine! It's over! Here I come! It's over! Win! Great! Next!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that isn't sleeping.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shion actually look flustered.
Down from the wind! Sword Rain Alpha! Raising you apart! Searing Gale! Bloody hell! Take it! You're finished! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! This is the power of the blazing sword!
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegis, remember? He probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for? We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In tragedy's aftermath, hope is all we have.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
Just look at the size of that thing. Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years, no, even before that, just how many people, Renan or Dahnan, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Dahnans?
I'd say it's likely. Which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Dahnans. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Dahnans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
Rising Falcon!
Airborne beast. My specialty. Glacier spear. Here's evil.
Got fire!
Sir, I've got this. Let him marksman handle it.
Rising Wyvern! All yours! Seismic Luxa!
I'll be saving
Elusive
this one.
deity! You're mine! Everlasting Dragon Swarm! Sonic Thrust! Try this! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! On your knees! Escape!
Holy land!
Tear!
Graviton
Rise
spear!
of Phoenix!
You take it?
We turned the tables on them.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
I'll be saving this one.
Rising Wyvern! Soda! Rising Falcon!
Now!
Be still!
Radiant
Rising Falcon!
Load of ammo! Back into the celestial hammer!
Rising Wyvern!
More incoming!
Soaring Light Sphere!
Searing flame!
Resonate Rising Wyvern! Stalagmite! On your knees! Sonic Thrust!
Cyan instant!
Air pressure! Double Demon Fang! Slash! Stalagmite! Sword Rain Alpha! Raining Slash! Demon Fist! Swallow Blade!
Your blade moves like more soup. I just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
As impressive as always.
Here I am.
More Radiant Light!
Force
of Regeneration! Regenerate! Devastation! Rising Falcon! And you take it? You're mine! Crushing Slash! More than you apart!
Bring here, sir!
Slash! Holiday!
Lunar Field! This will come in handy.
Here I come!
There! Air thrust! I can do this all day!
Begin! I'm not done! Take this! Devastation! Rising Falcon!
Lightning condemned!
They smite with blackened flame!
Glacial spear!
Here I
Here's
come!
evil!
Several wind!
Freeze Lancer!
Dazzle!
Dance to the wind!
Rising Falcon! Captivity!
I'll be saving this one!
Blind you with a shot! You're mine! Shading fire! Here I come! More? Blow away!
There! One more!
Demon Fang!
All right!
Tear!
It's
Hurricane Flood!
Do
Rising
it!
Phoenix!
Arctic Waterfall!
Begin! Elusive deity! Rising Wyvern! Tear!
In here!
Hurricane Flood!
Healing circle!
Rising Phoenix!
Technique. How are your weapons holding up? Best not to give me any idea.
Here I come! Raining Slash!
Healing circle!
Slash! Double Demon Fang! Rising Wyvern!
You're mine!
Captivity! Tear! Catapult!
Shining Supernova!
Here I come! Begin! On your knees!
You all tucked away!
Now! Dragon Swarm! Reload! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Denizen! You don't mess around!
Swallow Blade!
Certainly not.
Eternal Devastation! Elusive Deity! No dawn shall break this night! I'll blind you with a shot! It's over! Rising Phoenix! Blood! Rending you a bloody hell!
Bizarro! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! More? Thank you! Devastation! Elusive Deity! Falcon! Hitting Pile Driver! Elusive Deity! Hitting Pile Driver!
In the wind!
Shockwave Slash! Now it's my turn!
I'm only getting serious!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Scream bathed in blood, rending you apart. Bloody howling.
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too.
More?
That'll bring you down.
It's over. Blew away. Demon Fang. Rising Wyvern. Blood.
Gusty nail!
Megasonic Thrust. Pierce through. Rising Wyvern.
Outstanding form.
Lunar Rondo. Rising Phoenix.
Glacial spear. Pierce eagle. In here.
Bathed in blood.
Get on
Rending
here.
you a bloody
You're really strong, Elfin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around. Radiant spear. Glacial spear. Pierce eagle.
Negative gate.
Period glacier.
On your knees. Rising Wyvern. Air pressure. Rending you apart. Bloody howling. Wind. Devastation. Rising Phoenix. On your
Lunar blast. I'm all stuffed up.
Rising Wyvern.
Lightning orb.
Air pressure.
My exploits are bearing fruit. Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogle somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
If that's true, and if we go down, we should find...
Brace yourself. This one's tough.
March on.
You're mine.
Searing flame.
Take this. Try this.
Fall into the
Infernal Torrent.
From Calamity!
That buzzing is driving me mad.
Lunar
Take
blast.
this. Swallow Blade.
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly. Raging storm.
Rising Wyvern. Mirage. Dragon Swarm.
Lightning descent.
Do it.
Holy land.
Rising Wyvern.
I'm only getting started.
Mirage.
Cyan
Here I
instant.
come. Rising Wyvern. Strut.
Illuminate the dark.
Mirage. Shockwave Blast. Try this.
Radiant spear.
Infernal Torrent.
Maelstrom. Now. Glacial
Take
spear.
this.
Piercing
Dragon Swarm.
Glacial spear. Pierce eagle. Illuminate the tree blazer. Holy land.
Shockwave Blast. I'm ready. Rising Wyvern. We did
All
it.
disasters
As impressive
made
as always.
one. Come security.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Dazzle. Rising Falcon. Try this.
Shine!
Radiant Explosive Ray.
Regenerate! Don't suffer in silence.
Lightning, raging
Here I come.
cascade.
Swallow Blade.
Magic is am.
Swallow Blade. Rising
All
Wyvern.
tucked away. Far beyond the darkest sky.
You're mine. It's over. Catapult. Swallow Blade. Tempting.
Shooting.
Raining Blast. I'm ready. Double Demon Fang.
Outstanding form. Come forth, holy glimmer.
Air pressure.
That was a little close for comfort.
A lot of these enemies are in their 50s, so probably my guess, just to if we are close to the end game, it's probably best that we grind a bit.
Difficult to predict.
Dragon Force!
At least I'm level 47, these things are level 50.
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Let's talk more doing.
Destruction!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer!
Bathed in blood, rending you a bloody howling.
Rising
I'll
Water!
heal you all!
Negative gate.
Do it!
Devastation! Now I could...
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too. Sleep now.
Resonate with the earth. Another incantation ruined.
You're mine! Tear! Rising
Now!
Phoenix!
I'm all stopped up.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Begin.
As impressive as always.
Here I will go with you too.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look frustrated.
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Sweet dreams.
Your astral arts are truly incredible.
Every little bit helps, right?
Indeed it does.
Now,
I'll keep pushing to be better as well.
Can you take it?
lightning condemned.
Dragon Force!
Illumination, come forth, holy glimmer.
Looks like we won.
This won't be easy.
Sonic Thrust!
Don't be such a
Demon
pessimist.
Fang! Rising Figure! Here! Time to cross blade! Rising Wiper!
Illuminate the field. Come forth, holy land. Lunar corruption.
Swallow Blade!
Gemini
Can you
Aqua.
take it? Here I come!
Chinese
Sword Rain Alpha!
Arctic
Sword
waterfall.
Rain Alpha!
Freeze Lancer.
Raining Slash!
I owe you, Xion. Healing is what my art do best.
Eternal
All I
Dark!
can do is cause havoc.
I'll burn it all! Ah! Flaming Pillar! Fire! Slash! Double Demon Fang! Negative Keep charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Being interrupted.
Raging Hexen.
I am not beyond fury.
Shockwave!
Arctic waterfall.
Slash!
Behold! The earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
Sonic Thrust!
Illuminate the dawn.
Demon Fang!
Burn it down. I'll heal you all.
Catapult! Take this!
Healing circle. Thanks so much. Glacial Spear. Here's evil. Do it.
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone. Easy peasy. Ha hoodle.
These structures don't look like anything built. By the Renans, or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite. given their situation.
You mean like how some places favor building stuff with stone, while others rely on wood?
That's an interesting way.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
Swallow blade!
I shall ensure you survive this.
It's over! Devastation!
Lightning raging cascade.
Wind! Devastation! Rising
Magic
rocket!
is there. Freeze lancer.
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha!
Radiant storm. Lunar more with that storm.
Take this! Rising Viper! Hurricane Strike! Rising Phoenix!
More for the south pile. I'll heal you all.
Sonic Thrust! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all. You are in tip-top shape.
I'm done here. Come help out.
How could a girl ever say
Why'd
no?
you heal me?
Hasn't to stop you dying?
Ah, right.
I'm ready! Sonic Thrust!
Air thrust. I think I'm getting stronger.
Well, that was kind of a crazy shock. I get a phone call in the middle of my stream. Come to find out, I just got a call from GameStop letting me know that my pre-order of Pokemon, the double pack of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl that I pre-ordered is going to be doing a midnight release tomorrow. They haven't done that in a couple months. That's kind of exciting. Definitely going to have to go get it. Gonna have to smash this sucker.
Those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way!
My word. This must be the work. Of Providence.
Prava what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
I'm actually going to backtrack for a sec, because I just realized I missed a door that, just in case there's extra equipment, let's go check it. Yeah, I just realized there's a door right there. I didn't even notice that. Let's go check it out real quick. Surprisingly, that thing is speedy. I knew it.
This won't be easy. Don't be such a
I think I'm
pessimist.
coming down with something grave.
A chronic inability to read the room?
A malady your arts cannot fix.
Anyone? Soaring Light Spear!
The shield from
Dragon
calamity.
Form! Daria!
Okay, here I go. Prepare to be steal those fleet of foot. Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Dragon Form! Sonic Thrust! Demon Fang!
Can you take it?
Here I come! Dragon Form! Pierce through! Sword Rain Alpha! Raining Slash! Rising Viper!
Bathed in
We
blood.
did it!
As impressive as always.
Where I hope there was improvement.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Demon Fang! Eternal Devastation!
Negative J!
Dragon Swarm! I'll burn it all! Ah! Flaming Pillar! Fire! Okay, here I go.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Freeze, Lancer!
Another incantation ruined.
Devastation! Mirage! Dragon Swarm!
Being interrupted.
Here I come! Heal!
Dance in the wind!
Here!
Corrupt field!
Dragon Swarm!
There with the others! I'll heal you all! Healing
On your mind!
Photon Slash! Lightning Condemn! Thunderbolt! Illuminate! Magic is there! Holy Land!
Double Demon Fang!
Shine. Radiant light.
I have no
Come
limits!
forth! Holy Glimmer!
Rising Wyvern!
Let me free you.
Okay, here I go! Take
Champion
this!
Swirl!
Swallow Blade! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lunar Corruption!
Slash! Try this! Inferno Current!
Benediction light.
Rising Wyvern!
Luna Blast! Chinese
Mirage!
Supernova!
Captivity.
Double Demon! Catapult!
Dance in the
Double
wind!
Demon Fang! Now I can let me
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps
Demon Fang!
now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Need to pull myself together.
Whoa! Hey! One at a time!
Double Demon Fang! I still got a ways to go.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Guess I misread the landing.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Cyan Insect! Fall into the zone!
Shield from calamity.
Here's the evil area! Freeze
Lunar
Lancer!
Rondo! Rising Phoenix!
Lightning Raging
No
Cascade!
escape! Demon Fang!
Hurt Nautilus!
I'm ready! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Glacial Spear!
Victory is within reach.
Dig deep and we can do this!
Rising Phoenix! Dazzle! I'm ready! Falcon! Pierce through! Demon Fang! I'm ready!
You're really strong, Alvin!
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still,
Demon Fang!
reassuring to have you around.
As impressive as always.
Ah, and here I hoped I was improving.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is? Discourteous, aren't you?
Swallow Blade! Rush Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Catapult!
It can hide itself?
Amazing! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Destruction! Crush!
Freeze Lancer!
Double Demon Fang!
No more playing nice! I'll heal you all! Purge Malevolence! Our healing flow!
Take it!
It's over!
Sorry to trouble you.
You're mine! Win!
We natural energy!
Dance on the wind.
I'll heal you
Lightning
all!
Thrust! Rising Falcon!
Healing
Pierce through!
May it
Demon Fang! Rising Phoenix! Be still! Mirage! Dragon
We
Swarm!
astral energy! Dance in the wind!
Explosive Ring!
Will this help?
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Rising Phoenix!
Scream bathed in blood.
Glacial
Sharp like bloody
It's Freeze Lancer!
Negative
Tempest Wall! Here goes! Razor Cyclone!
devastation!
Tunnel!
Rising Falcon!
Raging Cascade!
Need to pull
Feel!
myself together.
I need
Don't get in my
something.
way! You need to be healed.
How the mighty have
Sonic
fallen.
Thrust!
Holy Land! Too much to handle?
Rising Phoenix!
Light Astral Energy!
Double Demon Fang!
Jedi Ultra!
Flush!
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Light Astral Energy! Purge Malevolence!
Do it!
Arctic Waterfall!
Begin!
Lightning!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
That took more energy than I expected. This won't be easy.
Don't be such a pessimist.
Ten more of this and I'll burn out!
They must be tired of healing me. I'm merely doing what I can.
There!
Glad Gronox is still here.
I have no limits! Flush!
Here! Lightning
Double
Conduct!
Demon Fang!
Illuminate the storm!
Demon Fang! Sword Rain Alpha!
Green face
Raining
blood.
Flash!
Rending you a bloody hole. Easy ensnaring to me.
Megasonic Thrust! Dragon Form! Sonic Thrust!
Green face and blood.
Double Demon Fang!
Negative gate.
You're mine! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Raging Cascade!
There! You're mine! Blow away! Demon Fang! Destruction! Eternal Devastation!
Magic is here!
Dragon Swarm!
I don't feel like my usual self.
Are you alright? Let me handle this one.
So sorry to disappoint you. Glacial Spear. Pierce Evil.
Alright! It's in the wind! Feel the power of war!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Lightning
Blow
Conduct!
away!
Radiant
Resonate with the
One more
earth.
time!
Stalagmite.
Wind!
Counterpart Field! Holy Land! Watch him!
Can you take it?
Raging
I can't take much more.
In here!
blood.
Rending you up!
Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Spear.
Lightning is evil! Alright!
Double Demon Fang!
Earning your death, Dohain. Then tonight's meal is on you. Look up. What to make? This debt shall not be
Rising
forgotten.
Falcon!
Gemini
Megasonic
Eagle!
Thrust!
Purge Malevolence! Arctic Waterfall!
Dragon Swarm!
Everlasting dark.
Eagle
Leave
Ray!
now.
Explosive
I'll be
Ring!
saving the Demon Flame! Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
A hard-won victory.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Rising One! Okay, here I go. Mirage!
Surrounding us!
Dragon!
Giant instant!
Shield from
Come! Pierce through!
Will this help?
Rising
Illuminate
Leopard!
the storm!
I'm not done!
Everlasting
I owe you one.
Tempest Whirl!
Rising Leopard!
I owe you Dion.
Healing is what my arts
Rising
do best.
Falcon! Be
All
still!
mine can do is cause havoc in the
Victory is within reach.
dig deep and we can do this.
Practice further, little one.
Illuminate the storm! Corruption! Holy glitter! Holy
Resonate with the Swallow Blade!
Now! Lightning
Take this!
condemned! Thunderblade!
Mega Sonic Thrust! Dragon Swarm! Explosive Ray!
Smite with blackened blade!
Lightning! Lightning!
Execution!
You're mine!
Photon!
Demon Ray!
Do it! Air thrust!
This calls for a celebratory drink.
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Rising Rider!
Shine! Radiant light!
Shiny!
Force of
Super
regeneration!
Benedict.
Swallow Blade!
I think I'll tackle the
Demon Fang!
Begin!
Swallow Blade!
Let's get you all tucked away!
Infernal Turret!
Lightning orb!
They smite with
Demon Fang! Destruction! Double Demon Fang! Destruction!
They smite with blackened blade!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Phoenix! Shockwave Strike! Severing Wind! You're on! Dragon Swarm! Pierce through!
A thrilling performance.
Pierce through! Demon Fang!
Everlasting Star!
Can you take it?
Swallow Blade!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Okay! Severing Wind!
Okay,
Here I go! Sonic Thrust!
Made one!
Destruction! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Shine!
Do it! Lightning condemned!
Force of regeneration!
Strike! You're finished!
Thunderblade! I can't hold on! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I lack the energy for healing arts.
This looks nice and tough.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Another incantation ruined. Dispel. Our arts are being interrupted.
Maybe she'll prefer a little kindness, huh?
She is strong. She can handle it.
You can be really dense, though, Halim.
Can you take it? Prepare to be sealed. Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing. Lightning orb! More where that came from. Radiant fire! Malevolent!
Rising Wyvern!
Glacial Spear! Pierce the Air Blast Lancer! Photon!
Be still!
I'll face you.
I owe you one.
I owe you, Theon.
Healing is what my art do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
I'm not done!
My natural defenses are fading. I'm a sitting duck.
Retreat from this battle.
Retreat? I would never.
Swallow blade!
Lightning charge! Malevolent! Getting
Dark
dark!
Demon Fang! Destruction! Pierce through!
Saving this one.
Crush! Eternal devastation! Double Demon Fang!
Resonate with the
Demon
earth.
Fang!
Stalagmite. On your
Field! Back at the I'll heal you all!
Rising Wyvern!
Let me free you of your
Soaring
power.
Light Spear! I owe you one.
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you do.
Lightning condensed!
Resonate with the earth.
Illuminate the dark! Lightning! Holy land!
Swallow Blade!
Giant instant!
Sword Rain Alpha!
By the power of water! Thunderfall!
Recognize sin. They smite you.
Sword Rain Alpha! Raining Slash!
Radiant Appeal!
Demon
Charge
Fang!
Malevolent! Radiant Earthquake! Waterfall!
Double me! In an instant! Impact Clock!
These bad guys really don't mess around.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Darkness! I'll heal you all!
Here I come! Swallow Blade!
From calamity.
Come and face me!
Okay, I don't know what to do
Careful!
without
It
you.
has some kind of camouflage!
Nothing back!
Now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Blow away!
Dance to the wind! Air
Double
drop!
Demon Fang!
Light astrogation cascade!
Demon Fang! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Searing flame!
Take this! Demon Fang!
Force!
Double Demon Fang!
Illuminate the dark!
Our arts are being interrupted.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Light
Take this!
astrogation!
Ha! Burn in hell!
Lightning!
I'll smash you!
Down!
You're mine!
Radiant cascade!
Chocolate Slash!
In here! Lunar corruption!
Suck
Very
that!
handy!
Resonate with the earth.
Slash!
Stalagmite.
Double Demon Fang!
You all!
Bloody
Demon Fang!
Illuminate the dark!
Thanks!
No more playing nice!
Thanks!
Lunar corruption! By the power of water!
Lightning
dance
Thrust!
on the wind.
You're on!
Bathed in
Chocolate
blood.
Slash!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Lunar corruption! Lunar blast!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Energy! Here's how to heal you all!
Take this!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop. I never fit.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Get on in there with the
Eat
others.
dirt!
Let us take this.
Cyan instant! Radiant storm! More where that came from!
Soaring light spear!
Dragon
Form!
Outstanding form! Illuminate the
enemy
magic
wields
and
arc
mind
too.
if I do. We'll soon see about that. One more. Gale force! Forward malevolence! Arcane waterfall!
In a bind?
Freeze! Air thrust!
I'm ready!
Law! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
On the ground.
Here I come!
Pesky airborne.
Shall ensure you survive this.
This one's mine!
You're mine!
By the power of
Soaring
water!
light spear! Trouble!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
Rising
Regenerate!
Here goes!
Another incantation of ruin. I'm merely doing what I can.
Glad you're on our side, Goku. You require...
Rising Wyvern!
Elusive deity!
Here!
Rotating pile driver!
Dragon Swarm! Pierce through! Slash! Double Demon Fang!
Execution! Resonate with the earth!
You're mine! Devastation!
Back into the fray!
Rising Wyvern!
Blood!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Ruin Skit! You're mine! Here I come!
I'm ready!
Dragon Swarm! Try this! Explosive
Your
Ray!
blade moves like this. I just let my instincts take over.
How fascinating.
As impressive as always.
And here I hoped I was improving.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Rising Falcon!
Lightning orb!
Coming through! Ha! Mount! Scarlet Inferno!
A scream, babe!
Lunar
You're mine!
Lunar blast!
Bloody
Purge malevolence! I'll heal you all!
Negative
Freeze
gate.
Lancer!
Here I go!
Healing circle!
Take this! It's over!
Sorry,
Rising Demon!
Same for me. Crow blade! Lightning!
Heal! Thanks!
Downfall! Damn it!
Thrust!
I'm all stopped up!
Demon Fang!
Hands in the wind!
You're mine!
Photon! Lunar blast!
Rising Stuff!
Illuminate the dark! Blah blah blah! Magic!
You're mine!
Cyan instinct!
Chocolate Slash! Demon Fang! Pierce through!
Captivity!
Try this!
Lightning orb! Illuminate the dark!
Negative gate!
And more that can not burn out.
Demon Fang!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Here I come!
Purge malevolence! Arctic water fire!
Try harder!
Dance in the wind!
Deity!
Sleep now!
Coming through! Ha! Mount! Scarlet Inferno!
Glacial
River!
Spear! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Gut!
Well done! You're mine!
Swallow Blade! Double Demon Fang!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Eternal Devastation!
We won.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
Most likely that is for Rinwell. Take that back. I forgot that I already found some equipment for Rinwell. Oh, it's one of those things. You know what that means, folks. We're in for a boss fight.
What do you think this place was for?
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No. They appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
Dead? So this is a mass grave?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helgenquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Danans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegus. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedures somewhere.
And that place is here, I assume.
So what you're saying is that all of these are Danan, or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or another.
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
What is that thing?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across, it seems.
Be careful! It's huge!
What is with all the huge lumbering beasts lately?
It's no ordinary zoo. That much is damn sure.
Watch yourself. All bets are off when it comes to this thing. I owe you one. Sword Ray Alpha! Raining Flash! You're mine! Rising Falcon!
Its head is its weak point? We'll need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in the middle.
Seven State Burn in hell!
A thrilling performance.
Power of water! Shining supernova!
Take this!
Radiant flare! One at a time!
They smite with blackened blade.
Stand into this! Air
It's
thrust!
over!
Let my arm dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Take this! It's over!
Radiant pierce!
Demon Fang!
Sealed! Searing blade!
Elusive deity.
All right!
You're mine!
Sweet now!
Here I come!
Will this help?
Begin! Take this!
Healing now! I can do it all day! There! Main Blazing Gale! Period dread!
You're mine!
Sighted! Dance in the wind!
Reflect on thy sins.
Air thrust!
They smite with blackened
Raging
blade.
Take this!
Resonate with the earth.
Lunar blast!
You're mine! It's over!
I'll take
Lightning
you.
illuminates here's evil!
You're mine!
On your
It's
way.
over!
Rending you
Sword Ray
apart.
Alpha!
May a thousand gales carry
Bloody
us
hell.
back! Gemini Aqua!
Wind.
Dusty nail!
Searing Gale!
Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration. Regenerate.
Now I can let loose!
You must be tired of healing me.
I'm merely doing what I can to help.
Glad you're on our side, Dohalim.
Shine!
Lightning orb!
Force of
Banana
regeneration.
Thanks! Just what I needed!
Another incantation ruined.
Arcing fire! Here's evil!
Covering wind! Searing Gale!
I'll heal you all!
Take this!
Waterfall! Earth Lancer! Dance in the wind!
Let me free
Air
you.
thrust! Cyan
You're
Influx!
finished.
Stop, stop!
You're mine!
Illuminate the
Try harder!
Come forth!
No,
I'm
I'm
ready!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Lightning condemned!
Here I come!
There! Thunder blast! Illuminate the dark!
Here I come!
Come forth!
You're finished!
Holy land!
Execution. On your
Here I come!
Gemini Ultranova!
You're finished!
Light Astropurge! Malevolent! Arctic
Uninterrupted.
Strike!
Shine!
Radiant!
Watch yourself! I sense incredible power.
It's over!
Come forth, holy
Here I come! You're finished! Here I come!
Resonate with the earth!
I owe you, Sion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
You're mine! Okay, here I go! Here I come!
I'll heal you all.
Elusive deity!
Not so fast!
Here I come!
It's about to strike.
It's so look sharp, everyone!
Can you take it?
Here I go!
Elusive deity!
Please now.
Rotating pile drive! Tornado drive! Seismic
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't feel so good. This death shall from beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation!
Gusty nail. Lightning.
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Take this!
Resonate with the earth!
Take this!
Sleep now. Healing circle.
Severing wind! Lunar Rondo!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
It's over! Here I this one's all mine! Take this! It's over! You're finished! Take
I
this!
didn't think you had it in you.
Focus. There'll be time to congratulate me later.
Nothing much I can say to that.
Lunar Rondo! Sword Rain Alpha!
Here I go.
Try harder!
Made one.
You're mine!
Radiant.
Take this!
Unadulterated fury.
You're finished!
Elusive deity.
Lunar Rondo! Rising Falcon! Well done!
Don't mind if I do.
Lunar Rondo!
One's mine.
Elusive deity. Take this.
In here. I'll heal you all.
Elusive
You're
deity.
mine! It's over! You pick your own fight! You're mine! It's over! Is this it?
Don't leave. Eliminate the dark. Magic is
Sorry to trouble you.
I can't heal you forever.
Bathed in blood.
I owe you.
Rending you bloody
You're mine!
That move.
Here comes the big one! Lunar Rondo! Rising Falcon!
rending you
Sword Rain
apart.
Alpha! You're mine!
Illuminate the
Here I come! You're finished!
Force of regeneration. Allow me to let you through the Having rejected.
Here I come.
Then tonight's meal is on you. Good God.
What's a nick?
I'm ready.
It's over!
Elusive deity.
Lightning. Wind
Take this!
On your knees.
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds.
Strike!
Resonate with the earth.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Gotcha.
The hell was that thing?
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time. Not that there's any way of knowing now.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened to the sovereigns that were meant to emerge from the crown contests. What do you mean? You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all strong astral arts practitioners. Furthermore, that enemy we just fought appeared to be composed of several human bodies. It was certainly nothing one would find in nature.
You're saying those were the remains of the winners? That they forgot who they once were?
I'm merely saying it's a possibility.
That's absolutely gruesome. How long had the Helganquil been at this?
It was Rena's great spirit that made them do all of this. Anything to get its astral energy.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Dohalim's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was merely stating the possibility.
So, looks like the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
The creatures we've been encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting. But I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zeugles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
You mean, there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
We're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look! Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are at least. No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then.
Well, ain't that freaky? Oh, did this make it so I can go back? Perfect. It did. I want to check something. I'm running low on items. How much? I still don't have that much gold. I want to know if I can go back. Can I travel back? Oh, I can. Perfect. With this, I still have
You finally made it. Hey, Rinwell, tell me about your parents. What were they like?
They were kind. That's the part I like to remember. They could also be strict, though, especially when it came to magic. I never understood why I had to work so hard to learn magic. Why we couldn't just be done with it and live openly like everyone else. Needless to say, that didn't go over well. Of course, if I'd had known that one day I'd be doing this, I would have taken my studies more seriously. What about your parents?
Same deal. Run through the mill. Told constantly that training was the only way to survive in a world like this. It got bad enough that I ended up running away and siding with the Renans of all people. And now, I've got that training to thank for being alive.
I know how that feels.
The first time we met, you risked using your magic to stop me from kicking my dad's ass. You could have done anything else. You could have ignored it. So, why?
Yeah, I guess something about Zephyr reminded me of my own father.
You don't say. So, did your pops and mine look a lot like each other?
Not really. Not at all, in fact. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt a resemblance, I guess.
Wow. Well, I won't pretend I understand, but I'm glad. Your dad must have been a great guy.
He was.
Maybe it's the snow soaking up all the sound, but something about Cyslodia always feels mysterious to me. Solemn, almost.
When it comes to solemnity, I'd say our own Octalina Palace is no slouch.
I won't argue with you there. Still, that azure tint of the shadows on the silvery white snow, it has a certain indescribable quality.
Indeed. It was boorish of me to even suggest such a comparison.
All I know is it's freaking cold. Still, more pleasant now that the locals aren't quite as frosty towards us.
Well, excuse me if I'm too frosty for your warm self.
Oh, come on! You know I didn't mean you. Besides, really, I'm the one who...
How about we stop getting hung up on the past for a change? Take what you've learned and put it to use in the future instead.
An unexamined past can be just as dangerous in its own right.
Better that than obsessing over it like a certain someone I know.
Kisara doesn't mince her words, does she?
I could say the same thing about one or two of the other women around here.
Tell me about it.
I think I'll refrain from commenting on this one.
Gotta break through!
Glacial Spear.
Rising Wyvern!
Here's evil.
Begin! Elusive!
Lightning Order. Well, looky here.
Hootle, I've got some dried fish for you. You want some?
Forget that. Doesn't some tasty red meat sound better, boy?
Hey! Stop trying to coax him away with treats. Get your own adorable sidekick if you're so desperate for one.
He appears to enjoy being the center of attention.
Funny how things change. He and Rinwell used to be joined at the hip, or shoulder to talon.
It's not just Hootle who's become more trusting. Isn't that so, Rinwell?
They do say pets and their owners act alike. I suppose since we've been together, I've done my share of coming out of my own shell too.
Well then, I guess with you and Hootle, that makes us all one big, happy family.
Sometimes when I'm deep in thought, Hootle will come over and sit next to me. I only wish I could actually pet him.
Oh, you will someday. You won't believe how soft he is.
Wish I had that problem. I'm lucky if I can so much as look at old Featherbrain without him trying to claw me to ribbons.
Really? He seems tame enough around everyone else. Maybe it's just Hootle's way of establishing dominance?
That's dogs, not owls.
What's going on when Hootle pecks at you?
I don't know. Like when I'm talking to Rinwell, it's like he's trying to muscle me out or something. Unless... Wait, you don't suppose I make him jealous?
Come again?
Ow! Get off of me, you insecure fluffball!
I rather think they make a good comedic pairing.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
I know I'm probably crazy for this, but I'm really not going to need those. Wow, it's going to cost pretty much most of what I just got back. Whoa! Really? You need an iron pipe for that? Was that what I started with? Oh, dadgum. Well, that thing's pretty dope.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Why are you staring at me?
I could ask the same thing.
So this is how the Sovereign and Maiden are supposed to look. You two go great together.
Law, come stand between us.
Oh, sure. You want me to put something white on as well?
Of course she doesn't.
Take a closer look, Shion. It's a miracle.
What are you talking about?
This outfit, it's already got blue accents on it.
So I see.
Your cooking has really improved, Shion.
It's because of you that I understand what makes it so fun. I'm glad everyone seems to enjoy what I make too.
I've noticed a disturbing trend that after it's your turn to cook, our ingredients tend to run really low. What's up with that?
That is a good point, Law. There's a weird difference between the amount of ingredients she prepares and how much food actually gets served. Curious. Very curious indeed.
I don't know. Isn't it pretty normal for veggies to shrink a little when you fry them up?
Or maybe she eats all the bad batches herself so we won't notice.
Come on, I wouldn't do anything like that.
Then how would you explain the difference?
Ahem. I have a theory that I wish to propose.
What is it?
As we all know, Shion here can have quite the appetite. I imagine she often taste tests her own food as she prepares it. By my eye, it would appear that her footprints are leaving deeper impressions as of late. Far be it from me to level such an accusation, but the facts lead me to conclude that...
She's been snacking while she cooks.
And yet, she still looks so slender in her clothing.
Yeah, I'm kind of envious, actually.
Wait a sec. Are you guys trying to say she's...
I'm what?
Nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, that almost got Law a bullet in the
Shit.
ass.
About that fight just now.
Sorry about that. I was careless.
I didn't come to criticize you. Just please take better care of yourself.
You don't need to worry about me. In case you forgot, I can't exactly die anyway. It's like how you used to not care about getting beat up because you couldn't feel pain, and then I was the one to patch you up. It's the same thing.
You're right. That is how I used to be. But this isn't the same.
Then what do you mean? How is what's happening now different from what happened then?
It's different now.
Look, if you mean because you can feel pain again,
It's because I don't want to see you getting hurt. You're right. When I couldn't feel any pain, I put myself in all sorts of dangerous situations. I didn't listen to anybody's warnings, and I made a lot of people worried for no good reason. It was foolish. This isn't about you and me being able to take pain. I don't want to have to see you get hurt, Shionne. It's too much for me to take. Is that a crazy thing to say?
No, it isn't. And I definitely don't like seeing you get hurt either, Alphen. We can't expect our enemies to show us any mercy, but I will do my best not to throw myself in harm's way out there either. How does that sound?
I'm sorry if I sounded harsh earlier. I didn't mean to. I just really want you to take better care of yourself.
I will. At least, for as long as I can.